So, last week's Amphibia episode was supposed to be big. Like, really big. There was a lot of hype building up to this episode, from Disney hiding the description to Matt Brawley telling fans to tag spoilers, and then there's the fact that the series has been building to this for a while, with 2 teases about it in Season 1 and a callback in Season 2. All of it builds to, well, a perfectly great 11-minute episode of Amphibia. But did it really deserve all the hype it got? So, getting right into it, I personally came out of this episode feeling a bit underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, it's a wonderful episode, but it certainly wasn't all that it was hyped up to be. Being a part of the online cartoon community, there's a lot of speculation about Sprig and Polly's parents and what happened to them. One major theory is that King Andreas and Sprig's mom were friends based off this painting from Sleepover to End All Sleepovers, and many people assume that her death was associated with the Calamity Box somehow, which was why Hop Pop feared it. In addition, there's the established idea that a lot of fans have from the Gravity Falls episode Not What He Seems, where all of the teases of something suspicious going on with Grunkle Stan knowing about the journals paid off in a huge way, changing the series' foundation as a whole. So with the setup being so spread out here in Amphibia and Hop Pop acting all sus, it's no wonder fans expected this to be a big deal. Combined with the promotion making it a big deal, it was a setup for a letdown. And when I say that, I mean nothing bad against this episode. It's exactly what the story needed to begin the Temples arc, and the emotional scenes hit wonderfully. But ultimately, this episode confirms that there was nothing more to the setup than what we saw. Hop Pop looking up the Calamity Box was simply because he didn't know what it was and only thought it looked dangerous. He only buried it to protect the family because it was dangerous. His motivations were entirely pure, which honestly is really in character for Hop Pop and makes sense. This was solely a poor decision on his part to lie, and nothing more.
I swore I'd never let my family down again, that I'd do anything to protect them. So when I found out the box was dangerous, I lied to you and hid it away. I thought I was protecting my family, but now I realize how foolish it was. You're my family too, and I've let you down. I let us all down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry.
Now, we also learned that Sprig and Polly's parents were killed during a heron attack on Wartwood. This is incredibly similar to the herons who attacked Toad Tower in Season 1, and it's likely that they're a recurring threat in the land.
It's a heron, a murderous predator that happens to love the taste of flesh.
Cute.
There's a lot to unpack with this. I'm certain that the herons did attack the town, as there's no way the entire town of Wartwood would be able to lie to Hop Pop about that. But I feel it is possible that the fate of Sprig and Polly's parents might not be so simple. Perhaps they were kidnapped in the chaos, or used the Calamity Box to travel somewhere. I find it incredibly interesting that it took King Andreas and Marcy so long to find a book containing information about the box when Hop Pop found it almost immediately.
This book has been in our family for as long as I can remember. And look.
Cool. Calamity Box? Eesh, that does sound bad.
Yeah, not exactly comforting.
I think the theory that their parents knew about the box still holds water, but it's also interesting to learn that both of their parents were killed at the same time, as previous theories thought perhaps maybe the dad ran away. All this to say, the story is probably as simple as Hop Pop says, but unless we get a retcon, this scene kills some major fan theories. But now it's time to hop right into the Temple arc and see where this season goes. I got the plot of Toad to Redemption totally wrong in my last video, but it makes complete sense to have an episode about Mayor Toadstool. And the dinner and Battle of the Bands both taking place in Wartwood is honestly a big surprise. I'm very curious how the finale True Colors will get to Newtopia so fast. Oh, and I have no other place to put this in the video, but TJ Hill's score goes so hard for this episode. It's truly one of his best for the series thus far. But anyways, let me know what you thought of After the Rain in the comments below. Did it live up to the hype, or did you find yourself disappointed? And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back in Dimension 1. So, this week we finally get to see the first temple, and apparently General Yunnan might be coming back for it. I'm really hyped. I'm gonna be able to watch it tomorrow morning when it comes out, but for right now, I still don't know what happens, and I'm still kind of thinking about After the Rain, and how it was just a really well-made episode. I think when people watch the series all the way through on Disney Plus, without all the hype and build-up, it's gonna work a lot better than it did for me now. Because the episode as a whole is really strong and emotional, and it's really good. It's just not on that next level that we were expecting. Hopefully True Colors will be able to be as good as Reunion from Season 1. It might be possible. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking with me, and thank you to my patrons, and I hope you have a fantastic day.